Hi, welcome to my channel. This time I'm making the Blades of Chaos of God of War. I will be using the design that Kratos got from Hades. It's probably not completely accurate, but I hope I'm still close enough. I'm using my standard materials of cardboard, plaster and clay. I started first with the blade by cutting the right fork and gluing the parts where I want them to be. I went over it with a layer of toilet paper and plaster, where I then refined it with air-dry clay. With some tools, I randomly carved in the grooves and dents into the clay before it hardened. I went back and forth with the clay and tools to get the right shape that I'm happy with. I had some trouble with recording and had some corrupted files, so there are some missing parts. Luckily, you will not miss much. I do have to say that I regret making the blade and head separately, as the link in between is very fragile, and I had to fix it too many times, where even then it still feels like breaking. The handle was next, and I used a cardboard roll as a solid base so it would be capable of holding it. To make it seem like it's leather wraps, I went with a tin hobby knife and with a clay tool to refine it. The pommel was tricky, as there are many different designs, so I went with the easy one and went with the 3 spikes on top. The head was the most work, but fun to make. I drew where everything needs to be. I used paper, cardboard and plaster to shape the parts on top of it. It's surprisingly easy to do, just a bit messy. The reason I did it this way and not use clay from the beginning is to prevent the head from becoming too heavy to carry. And also, clay is expensive. Then I used some clay to refine the piece and used plaster to smooth it out. I found out that I have less or no cracks in it than I would have with water. Finally, the last part. After sanding and priming, I started with the lava first. I used a red, which was meaningless as I went with orange instead. I really should have started with black first before anything else, as it messed up my previous paint. But after a quick fix, I went in with yellow for highlights. I did go back and forth with orange and yellow till I was content with the results. The eye got the same treatment. With a dry paintbrush, I used silver to brush lightly over the surface, so that scratches and dents were visible. I do have to invest in some proper dry brushes because I was struggling with this part and I had to use a black marker to make the grooves and dents darker again. I went over the handle with some dark brown and a light mocha brown for highlights. I did use some gold paint to separate the handle and the pommel. After a once over, I was finally done. I hope you like it as I do, and I hope to see you in the next time.